I did a video recently on this 2025 GMC Sierra 3500 SLT, and I have this one today to show you guys something that you might not have thought about. So let's go ahead and jump into the video. I did borrow these trucks from Seiner, Buick GMC here in South Jordan, Utah. If you are in the market, be sure to ask for Frank. They're both available for sale. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker first on this truck, and then I'll show you guys this one. At the very top is the description with the colors, and you guys see here base price is gonna be $65,900. Now the only options on this truck is diesel X31 package and Gooseneck fifth wheel prep package. So total price on this truck is gonna be $79,850. Here is the red SLT. Base price is the same. Now on this one you have the diesel and the SLT premium package. So in essence, this truck is $5,000 more. And just take note of what you get. You get the bucket seats, a few other things there. And this one also has an upcharge for the volcanic red for $645. So if this truck was white, this truck would be $645 cheaper. So total price on this one is gonna be $84,695. For most people, being under a certain number is the goal, right? And if you're looking to buy this truck, if you want to be under 80 grand, that truck does that for you. If you want to be under 75,000, it's possible you can get the dealership to negotiate down to that number on a truck like this. Now the only difference is, you saw with that SLT upgrade package, there's like a lot of things bundled together when you get it, right? You even saw that the X31 package was like $325 on that side, but it was like $1,800 on this side, right? So a few things do come a part of that package when you don't get those extra packages on that truck there. So on the front end, the very first thing you'll notice up front is that this SLT does not have front parking sensors. However, this truck does. This truck also has a camera up front with a sprayer. So 360 camera view does come a part of this packaging here. But apart from that, both trucks have the exact same grille design. They both have recovery hooks, and premium lighting does come standard for both sides of the house. So even if you don't get those extra packaging, you still get a lot of nice features. Now on the side, they both have the same wheel design because of that X31 package, right? And it gives you the off-road tires as well. Rancho shocks come a part of that, and they both have the engine block heater. And so nothing else really changes on the front end of these trucks here, as you can pretty much tell. Now as far as the mirrors go, nothing's going to change there either, because they both have the lighting on the front for stationary, also the backup lighting too on both sides. They also have power folding and power tow mode functions as well. More cameras on this side, however on this truck you do not have any cameras. Clearance lights are an option on these single rear wheel trucks. If you get dually, they come standard. But with the packaging on this truck, you do get those clearance lights, which I do like to see on a big truck like this. Also, smart key system is there, right? So you don't lose a lot of things on this more basic SLT. Now moving on back, nothing's gonna change. You can get the same configurations for the cabs and for the beds. So long beds are available obviously. And they both have the liners out back, and the suspension is going to be the exact same. You can see those Rancho shocks there. Now let's take a quick peek at this window. You guys can see it does have defrost, and it does have a power sliding glass. Also, you do have a bed view camera up there. Hopefully you guys can see it right there. So there's that camera. Now on this side of the house, you don't have that power sliding glass. You still have the defrost there. That's still there. And you don't have that camera. So that's just a few things that you do lose. Now, going further out back, on this side, obviously you have the parking sensors in the rear. That is not available as standard equipment for the regular SLT. So you would have to move up to that package to get those parking sensors. I think there's like a Safety Pro HD package that you can get probably as a standalone to get them, maybe. But on this side, you can see if you get a little bit closer, you have a 4 and a 7 pin. But on this side, you have the camera provisions for this one. Okay. Both trucks are going to have the multi-pro tailgate, full LED tail lights. They also have the G80, so they're going to have the automatic what do you call it, locker out back on that axle. They both have the power and the bed lights as well, so nothing really changes there. And they both were optioned with the 5th wheel prep package, which basically gives you the spray and bed liner for the most part. Nothing changes for the powertrains. The 6.6 liter gas L8T does come standard. It is a V8 naturally aspirated, 401 horsepower, 464 pound-feet of torque. They do have the 10-speed stamp-approved Allison behind it. This Duramax diesel is the upgrade, as you saw in the window sticker, 470 horsepower, 975 pound-feet of torque. Again, stamp-approved Allison behind it. Let's go ahead and check out the interior, because that's where the biggest changes are made on this truck. Now, as far as the door goes, this is the standard SLT, no upgrades. You still get this soft touch, leather, vinyl, whatever you want to call it, and you get this nice fake wood trim piece here. Also, you have the seat memories, and as I said, you have all the power functions for the mirrors, auto up and down for front windows, auto down for the rear. Let's go ahead and check out the other SLT. The only change you're going to see on this side is the premium sound system. That's it. So you do upgrade to the Bose, and I had a Chevy Silverado 3500 for 2024 with the basic sound system, and I will definitely tell you that alone would probably make me upgrade to this package here. Now, as far as the seats go, you're gonna have a 10-way seat on both sides of the house, right? You also are gonna have a tilt and telescoping steering wheel. None of the trimming on this truck does change. The only thing that's going to change on the seats is you do have ventilated seats on this side. However, the standard SLT only has heated front seats, and it does have the bench in the front too. So you're not going to have the center console, which means you're not going to have the wireless charger. Now, the 120 volt power plug that you see inside of here, they just relocate that inside of here, and the other truck you'll see in a second that it is out back. You have 2 USBs there, and then you have this removable tray, and then here's that center armrest too. Let's go ahead and check out the bench up front to show just some of the benefits you have with that. If you put the seat up, there is storage right here. This is lockable too, by the way. And of course, you have the option to have an extra person. So this is a 6-passenger truck, or if you're married like I am, your wife can sit next to you inside of this truck, which is nice too. Obviously, you have this storage above here. And let's go ahead and start this truck up. Nothing changes for the screen, so they're going to be the exact same. The only other difference with this truck is you don't have the 360 camera view that you have next door. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So you guys see right here, you have the 360 camera view there, and you do pick up bed view camera too. It's not available without the packages that are on this truck, okay? Now, also, you don't have HomeLink, so that's something else that you're gonna lose too. Over here, you guys will see that this truck does have adaptive cruise control. So if you want to turn it off, you can do that as well, but if you turn it back on, it will say adaptive cruise control. And because this truck does have the blind spot monitoring, that truck does not have that either, nor does it have adaptive cruise control. You do have rear cross traffic alert as well. So if you're backing up and out of a parking space, it'll alert you if someone's coming by. So there are a lot of nice features. Also, I forgot to mention too, if you're towing a trailer, because you have those systems, you do have trailer blind spot monitoring as well. And apart from that, that's pretty much the biggest changes on the front end. Everything else is pretty much the same on the dash. So you have the storage top and bottom. Let's go ahead and check out the rear, starting with the white SLT without all the packages. I forgot to mention both trucks do have the heated steering wheel too, so that does come standard on SLT. Now down below, that 120 volt power plug is back here. You only have these 2 USBs in the rear, and you have the 2 up front, whereas in the truck next to me, you're gonna have more on that one. But you guys can see these seats on the outboard sides are not heated. They still give you the storage there and the armrests right there. But on this one, as you guys will see, This one does have the outboard heated seats, and you still get those 2 USBs. So this truck has 2 additional Type A, Type C USBs. Seat back pockets on both sides, and yeah, same storage as you saw. So nothing really changes from there. Now, here's what we're gonna do next. You guys know I always show payload in all my videos. I wanna start on this side to show you what the bed camper capacity is on this truck. Because it does have more options and features, it's gonna have less payload, right? So let's just see what it is, and then we'll move over to the payload. This truck has 3,044 pounds. This is the red one with the extra options. And here's the more base one. It has less capacity for a bed camper, 2,947 pounds. So I can't wait to see the payload now, because you would think this truck would have more capacity since it has less options. Like this one doesn't even have the running boards on it, right? I mean, running boards probably combined weigh about 100 pounds, give or take. So here is the payload here. So I'll just show these numbers first. Nothing's gonna change on these trucks. They have the same configuration, so same axles, gross fuel core rating, and 3,847 pounds of payload. Here's that yellow sticker, and let's go ahead and check it out for the other truck. So yeah, 3,794 pounds of payload. So this truck has less payload, but it has more capacity for a bed camper. Interesting. That doesn't make sense, but you know what? Hey, every truck's a little different, and yeah, obviously getting all these extra options, it will lower your payload, but not by much, because most people probably would want running boards, so you probably could have close to the same payload there when you include the running boards. But I hope you guys liked the video. For $4,700, or if you want to round it off to 5,000, for 5 grand, I'd probably just go ahead and get the packages. Because for me, I like the idea of the center console, I like the idea of the wireless charger, the heated and ventilated front seats, and then the heated outboard seats out back. My kids are getting older now, so they're using those types of features now, which I like for them to have. And I like the idea of having the clearance lights. Most trucks get delivered this way without them, so for the most part, it comes a part of those packages. So I think that for the 5 grand, it does make more sense. But I understand, for some, if you're trying to be at a certain price point, if you need to be around $75,000, this truck's gonna do that for you, for sure. Hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you did find it helpful. Make sure your bell notifications are on. See you guys soon.